Watching WEHT Local with Leanne Stuck.
Eyewitness News, Leanne Stuck is live with this breaking news out on Virginia. Leanne.
That's right, Brad and Shelley. I'm live here in the 800 block of Virginia Street in Evansville, where, as you can see behind me, a pickup truck has drove right into a home. As you can see right there, the pickup truck is upside down and horizontal. Cars coming off an embankment into floodwaters just like these, causing a concern for drowning. Lawmakers want answers after a data firm with ties to the Trump campaign mishandled data from millions of Facebook users. David Daniel has details and the latest reaction from Washington. And salt? No problem. The city has an abundance of salt after the mild winters we've had the past couple years. They say they do not anticipate the situation to get any better. KSP teaching parents that something as simple as a selfie can remain on the internet forever. A manhunt is underway in Illinois for a suspect who gunned down 3 people on a charter bus. The wind is picking up, as you can see, and if you look out on the roadways right here, they are soaked. The president has said until his wall gets built, he wants to use the military to guard the border. Water levels rising in much of the tri-state this weekend, while many counties remain under a tornado watch. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Leanne Stuck. The victim's family reflects on that tragic day. And after 29 years, the fire chief at Utica Volunteer Fire Department is switching roles. And Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart is standing by in the Weather Center right now to look at our forecast. Hi, Wayne. And at least 14 people are dead and 14 others hospitalized after a semi-truck crashed into a bus carrying a junior hockey team. Okay, so Ron, I know that you don't have a dog right now, but
I've got 2 cats though.
So are you going to make their own food? Would you go to that?
That will not happen.
I'm here in the Weather Center with meteorologist Stacey May.
Yeah.
What does the rest of our weekend look like? Patrick Moore joins us now to look at sports. An exciting day in Princeton today.
Oh, yes. That's because Jackie Young, the national champion, she returned home.
I just go over to the bedside and all I can do is cry and pray. You know, Lord, you've got 2 options. You either take him right now, because this is no quality of life for him to live, or you leave him and you fix this.
The Wooten family was at a dead end, with no hope in sight. No medicine or medical treatment could cure 5-year-old Eli of his severe epilepsy. But little did they know, their hope would sprout up from the ground, and the cure that they had been so desperately looking for would come from a natural plant. Hemp is one of the oldest domesticated crops known to man, and is no stranger to Indiana. In 1930, it was the 3rd largest crop grown in the state, and in 1940, there were 6 hemp processing plants in Indiana alone. Hemp was outlawed in 1970 because it is a cannabis-based plant that contains low amounts of THC, commonly found in marijuana.
But the difference is in the THC, and there's also a difference in the fiber and the quality of the stalk and things too. But the main thing is that there's no psychoactive effect.
Hemp is a renewable resource that can be used to make food, fuel, and fiber, and now has healing abilities that are shocking the nation. Meet now 7-year-old Eli Wooten. 2 years ago, he couldn't talk or get through a day without having dozens of seizures. He was battling a rare form of severe epilepsy.
The doctor comes in and we talk, and Eli's, by this point, has probably had 70 or 80 seizures in like 12 hours. We had did like loading doses of Dilantin, we did the Diastat, we did nasal Versed, they never stopped.
Often, Eli would stop breathing during seizures, leading to countless emergency room trips.
At one particular year, we made 25 trips to Cincinnati Children's, 5 life flights, 17 admissions.
But still, no improvements.
There was nothing else in the medical world that could be done for him. There's no cure for this.
That is, until a Louisville, Kentucky-based company known as Green Remedy heard Eli's story and stepped in.
I called and said, look, I'm Chad with Green Remedy. Please don't think I'm crazy. And I said, I grow hemp. And as soon as I said that, she started crying. And she said, you're going to help my baby. And I said, I mean, look, I get goosebumps. And I'm sorry, because this is real for me.
We were willing to try anything because we knew that Eli's life was on the line.
Amazingly, after using just 1 treatment of oil extracted from hemp, Eli began to speak.
There you go. That. This.
Not only did he speak, but his seizures stopped.
2 days after we started the medicine, we got words. The first time I ever heard him say, "Mom, Mom," he was 5.5 years old.
Since beginning CBD oil treatments, Eli has not had a seizure in 2 years, bringing not only his family, but his doctors to tears.
And they were like in awe. You know, even Dr. Mangano was this big, strong man that we absolutely love, and, you know, he was crying and in tears.
All he wants to do, he gets off the school bus of the evening when he comes home, he wants to play football. He's got 50 or 60 footballs. He loves to throw football.
Despite the many people that CBD oil has helped in Kentucky, it is still illegal in Indiana for doctors to prescribe it. But only recently, Indiana Governor Holcomb signed legislation to allow doctors to prescribe CBD oil to patients. This new legislation opened the door for Hemp Life Industries to become the first hemp business to open in southern Indiana.
We're hoping to open up a brick and mortar location here in the next few months to base out of, to where we can spread it as wide as we possibly can. As a legislation, like I said, it's a total boon for the industry itself.
Though this new legislation is a step in the right direction, the Indiana Hemp Industries Association says there's still a long way to go to make other uses of hemp legal.
We have farmers asking, we're ready to grow it, tell us what we can do to help. They're waiting and ready to grow it. It represents nothing but opportunity for the Indiana farmer and the consumer.
Eyewitness News' Leanne Stuck continues her coverage.
It was like, what else could go wrong? I thought the worst had already came, but I see it's more.
When Donna Stevens woke up this morning, she had no idea the day that was ahead. That was until her grandson told her about human remains found in their backyard at 906 Belmead Avenue. At first, she didn't believe him.
Then after that Monday, I looked, he showed me a bullet hole in my bedroom door that I didn't know was there. Then he said, there was a dead body in the backyard. And he said, I don't know if it's still there. So then he went back and looked. He said, yeah, it's still there. So then I went back and looked and smelled it and called the police.
Police say trash bags containing human remains were found in the backyard and a neighbor's yard. The Vanderbilt County coroner has identified the victim as 41-year-old Erica Bradfield, or Erica Fox. An autopsy shows that she died from a gunshot wound to the head. Martin started living with Stevens in March when he was released from prison for armed robbery. Martin is accused of killing Christopher Heffling and shooting Brandon Waldrop in the neck. Police say they're not ruling him out as a suspect in the case. Stevens says she was starting to believe he was turning his life around.
He's always had problems, but since he's been down here, he was working and he was doing good, we thought, but I guess not.
I just can't believe this person did all this damage to all these people, and I'm like, and across the street from my house.
I'm off her yard, and they find remains in her backyard and in the preacher's backyard.
No, I haven't visited him. I'm visiting one time, and that'll be enough. Tell him tell him what I think, why he had to hurt so many people. You know, whatever he gets, but everyone around him, he's hurt them. And that's the bad part.